Welcome to CPC TV. Today we have another show with a short interview with Mr. Monte, who is a Minister of Labor, Development and Skill Training. And today we will be discussing what are the province of Ontario's plan for a recovery after COVID-19, about the shortage of labor we are facing and how the safety standards we will be meeting in province of Ontario. Mr. Monte, welcome to CPC studio.
Well, really happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So, Mr. Monte, it might be a very tough year passing on, and we look forward a recovery on the labor shortage. So, what's the plan we are going to see in province of Ontario in coming times?
Well, certainly there is a labor shortage in Ontario. In fact, today alone, 250,000 jobs are going unfilled in every community across Ontario.
Mm-hmm.
So we're working every single day to close that skills gap, to make sure that we're training workers for jobs that actually exist in our towns and suburbs and communities right across the province. I'm working really closely with my parliamentary assistant, MPP Deepak Anand, as well as with industry leaders, business leaders, tool and die shops like Olympic, as well as apprentices and journey persons, really to close this skills gap that we have.
So from your answer, I can see that we are more inclined towards trade occupations. That's what we are heading to. We are having a sector in the trade side. How we will fill that gap?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you think of construction alone, there's 100,000 jobs that are going to be needed to be filled in the next 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
1 in 3 journey persons today is over the age of 55. So we have an aging workforce. In manufacturing, in places like tool and die shops, 1 in every 10 places want to hire people, but they can't find those workers to take the jobs. So my message really to parents, to educators like guidance counselors, to young people, not everyone has to go to university to be successful. There are other pathways forward, including a pathway into a skilled trade job.
That's really nice. So what's our motto, sir, for Made in Ontario? How we are targeting to achieve this? So whatever we have our products made in Ontario or in Canada, specifically in Ontario. What's the support we have from the government side, or any plan in coming time that can support the businesses or for Made in Ontario?
Absolutely. I mean, Premier Ford and our government want to see more things made in Ontario, made in Canada. That'll benefit Ontario workers, Ontario families, Ontario communities. We don't need to be bringing things in from China on a daily basis. Let's make things here.
Mm-hmm.
Our government and my focus is really on ensuring that we have that talented workforce. So, manufacturing shops can set up here, factories. We need to make sure that our workers have the best training available.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, over the next 4 years, we're spending over $1 billion to train tens of thousands of young people to get careers in the skilled trades. That's also going to help make things more in Ontario.
Any actions that we have already been in place that you want to explain, or any future plans regarding the Made in Ontario?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're certainly partnering with businesses across the province. I think of our automotive industry.
Okay.
We have jobs going back to General Motors in Oshawa. We have new models of electric vehicles being built at Ford and at Chrysler down in Windsor. We're partnering to ensure that we're getting this investment here. Again, we want things made by Ontario workers for Ontario families, and that's how we're going to grow the economy and really recover from COVID-19.
Yeah, just a last question. How we are ensuring the workplace safety after the pandemic, and specifically that's an area that we have to monitor the workplace safety, but in regards to COVID-19, any measures we are implementing?
Yeah, certainly health and safety is our top priority to protect those workers and their families and communities. We've hired 100 new health and safety inspectors. They're going out to educate businesses, educate workers, obviously ensuring that protocols are being followed. But I have to give a shout out to all the businesses out there, all the workers. They really have truly stepped up during COVID-19. Again, everybody working together, whether it's our labor union partners, our workers, business and government. That's how we're going to defeat COVID-19 and create a stronger province.
Yeah, that's so great of you. And thank you, Mr. Minister, for giving your valuable time. Any closing remarks for our audience?
I just want to say to everyone out there, thank you for what you're doing. This has been obviously a very difficult and challenging time for families across the province. But on behalf of Premier Ford, MPP Deepak Anand, our entire team, we've got your backs. We're going to work with you, and we are going to get through this very difficult period.
Thank you for joining CPC TV. We will be covering several views for our audience. Stay connected, stay safe, and we will meet you in another show. Thank you.